see the career suicide moment.
Alright, you guys come on over to my chat where we're all in for the full-on body hair deal.
Actually, question, do they have glow-in-the-dark hair dye?
They have glow-in-the-dark tattoos.
I think they have those.
Probably hair dye, yeah, I bet.
Right? It's gotta be, right?
What if you dropped 4K viewers right now? Well, I come back tomorrow with a new show and enjoy my afternoon of leisure.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, Jess says she's all in for glow-in-the-dark hair.
It's
There you go.
actually
Sick.
stupid.
Hey, all my new chat.
I'm not
welcome
saying
over.
she's stupid. I'm saying that idea is stupid.
Welcome over, guys. Happy to have
Oh,
you.
man.
Unlike somebody.
This is why you should always be wary, Chad, of people that compliment you. People that insult you are more likely to be honest. So when I say that's the dumbest fucking idea I've ever heard, you know where you stand with me. Whereas these guys, they're just buttering you up.
I mean, the truth is that we all unanimously feel this is the greatest thing.
The truth is a little butter on your bread don't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Just think about it.
Means butter on bread is delicious.
I
little bit of
agree
butter on your bread, don't hurt.
1,000,000% with that.
Well, then maybe you should be buttering bread a little bit more.
I have a restaurant question actually.
Buttering bread only a moment ago.
I have 2 restaurant anecdotes.
Okay.
The first is, I went out to dinner on Monday. 5 people came out to the table. Everybody ordered an entree. I know that's going to be your next question after I say the logical conclusion of what happened here. Everybody ordered an entree. They came out with bread. 4 pieces.
Fuck that.
What are you supposed to do about that little
spit on
situation
him.
right there? I didn't
Yeah,
spit
you
on
spit
them.
on him.
I said, can we have more bread? And then they brought out another basket of 4 pieces, which was just another problem. Because now we have 8 pieces of bread. We got 5
They
people.
didn't realize, like, they just have them pre-made from the prep before the dinner service. And they're like, oh, we can't count or won't bother, so we'll just take the pre-prep fucking bag, basket of bread.
Look, the place was delicious. I'm not going to throw them under the bus too much, but I was like,
I will.
Come on. Then, after dinner, we went and got an after-dinner drink. We sat down, and we were like, hey, can we get, like, a food menu? And the lady was wasted. She was so drunk. It's the first time I've probably been... I'm not naive enough to think I've never been served by someone who was intoxicated on the job. I understand it's common in the food service industry. She was blasted. Anyway, we're like, hey, we'll take like some edamame, please. And she's like, oh, what I'm drinking, normally I like to get a burger or some pizza, but sure, I'll bring you the edamame. We're like, oh, okay, well, how about you just...
Fuck you, buddy.
How about you just fuck off then instead? And then, yeah, then she brought the wrong drink, and then,
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
she brought the bill, and I was in the bathroom, and I was paying, and Kate was like, yeah, he's just in the bathroom. He's gonna be back in a second. And she was like, okay, and she sat down at the table. And then she handed the bill and the credit card machine to our friend that we were dining with. And he was like, no, like, he's in the bathroom. He'll be out in a second. And then she just waited for me to show up. And it was,
Jesus.
yeah, it was very
You were
strange.
gonna dine and dash?
I think she was just super intoxicated.
She just forgot how this whole process
Yeah,
works.
she didn't realize that this was like a client-server relationship. Instead, she was like, we're all friends here. We're not friends here. All I know about you is you drink on the job. It's made a bad impression to start with. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but she didn't necessarily get started on the right foot.
Yeah.
Your team is close to total control.
She did also say she hated Australians because her ex-boyfriend was Australian and he was apparently a fucking dick. So, I mean...
That's fucked up to paint with a broad brush. There's a lot of great Australians out there.
Yeah, I've met a couple.
Paul Hogan. Steve Irwin.
Met both of them.
Yep.
Knew them personally.
Miss
Yeah,
that
for
guy.
real. His kid's doing animal stuff now.
Okay, can you rephrase that, perhaps?
Oh, okay.
Good animal stuff, questionable animal stuff, or bad animal stuff?
He's doing stuff with animals. You know,
That's
all you
not
really
an answer to that question at all.
He was on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmel.
Or one of the Jimmins. and yeah, that's how you pluralize Jimmy's, obviously. I'm sorry, that's how you pluralize Jimmins. Yeah, but he's doing stuff to the animals.
No, don't say that. To the animals is worse than with the animals, unless they're a doctor.
I mean, maybe he is a doctor. I don't
Yeah, but you're the one telling the story. Is he a doctor?
I don't hang out with him all the time. I hang out mostly with his father. Still. Well,
Ghost Rob.
yeah, exactly.
It's like hilarious to me. Not that Steve Irwin died, that would be a terrible thing to say. But my memory of Steve Irwin dying is so clear because I was that stingray. But no, actually, because like it happened the day I moved into my college dorm. Like everyone was hanging out in somebody's room, and then this lady was like, "Oh my God, Steve Irwin died," and we were all like, "Whoa, this is what getting old is like." All your
guys
childhood
died?
heroes are getting stung by stingrays and killed.
That'd be fucked up if that. What if that happened again to another celebrity? Is that enough to prove a global conspiracy?
I
Like,
think
what
if it
like,
happens in the ocean, like, honestly,
There's no laws.
you're in their territory. Yeah, exactly. International waters.
International waters, yeah. You make a good point.
All waters are international. It's like once you get 100 meters away from shore, international waters.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
How does that actually work, by the way? Like international
Doing
waters?
whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
You start by doing
there's,
whatever the fuck you want.
I think it's like, you know, let's say there was like a murder 100 nautical miles off the coast of America.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure international waters is just America being like, I don't want another murderer. Why don't you take him? You know, UK. UK's like, I don't want him. Why don't you take him,
Wait.
Bermuda?
So why the fuck did Dexter Morgan not go off the coast of Miami further?
He's just an idiot.
That's the stupidest plot hole I've ever heard in my life.
If he just went slightly further, he would have had diplomatic immunity.
Exactly. And then the whole show premise would have fallen apart.
This is my real question, though, is that I don't know how much of, like, I don't know enough about international waters to know whether or not it's a joke that you can commit any crime while you're in the middle of the
for
ocean.
the enemy.
Well, there's the guy that has anal sex in the boat, right? That they made the website about.
Captain Stab.
Captain Sabin,
Yeah.
right? And he does that in international waters, so the anal sex is illegal. in Florida.
Yeah, it's definitely not legal. I think it's illegal in, like,
Florida.
Texas.
I don't know where he's coming off the shore. He could be anywhere.
He's in international waters.
Yeah. Captain Stab.
I just want to know, man. Because, like, if
You know
that
what?
is true, like, that you can commit any crime in international waters and be like, yeah, whatever, we're good, then, like, why don't more people commit crimes out there? Maybe we need to do
There's
a
no
drug
other
deal.
people to commit the crimes with.
I'm just saying, our country is fucked. If you have to go 100 miles off the coast of Florida to have anal sex, but you can just go outside and hunt MILFs.
Right.
Nobody's
That's-
batting an eyelash at the MILF hunter. Captain Stabbin's got to take all these precautions.
Well, you know what they say, it is the most dangerous game. They do say that. So,
I think he became a ship captain before he was interested in anal sex, so he's just trying
Yeah.
to apply his trade.
oh shit, Captain.
Love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life.
I don't think he feels like he works ever.
Yeah, probably not. How much of a job do you think porn stars have?
Probably like,
More than us.
yeah, I think that would actually be like a really stressful job.
I think so too. I don't think it would be that great.
Imagine like,
Oh, I do.
hey, like if you come too fast, you'll lose your job forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really good for not coming. Ever.
Yeah, but like, what if you don't come on time? That'll also.
Yeah, that's the other. Now you gotta come on command.
You gotta work on that. That's part of your job. You gotta learn how to control it with a hair trigger.
That's pretty crazy. Like,
I don't think
know if
you
I
don't
could
want it to have a hair trigger though.
No, it's a hair trigger you're in control of. You're the sniper and you pull the trigger.
I don't know, man. That
I think
seems-
I'd be really good at it, honestly.
That's really you have experience.
No, I don't have experience, but I think that's the kind of job I would be fine at.
No, man. I don't think you can come on command, like, with just, like, a bunch of dudes looking at me and yelling at me to come.
That only seems weird for the first week.
How do
You'll
you
get
know?
over it. I just have a feeling like that's just how it works.
You just get over it after that. I think it's one of those jobs that like sounds awesome
anything.
when you're like 15.
Yeah.
YouTubers sound awesome when you're 15, but it's still awesome now when I'm 31.
Parts of it. Parts of it. are awesome. I don't like having to come on command.
I do.
I don't like that either. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that. Oh, whoops. Oh,
Just practice more. I don't know what the problem is.
Just practice more.
What do you mean I have to explain how to come?
You don't have to explain it. I just like, what do you mean by practice coming? If I haven't mastered it by this point, I don't think there's much hope for me.
So maybe there isn't much hope for you.
Yeah, maybe it's just a natural talent being able to come on command. Which, by the way, if you could do that, like that's pretty
You could use it as like a weapon. Like,
exactly.
you like, you got tied to a chair and you're zip tied or something like that, and you just like come through.
Hug your way out of it.
That's how you hold like the zip tie up to the head of your dick, and then just come through the zip tie and break yourself free.
If you're like come like the blood from a.
Well, if you've been kidnapped, you probably got to store it up for a few days. You know, you got some force behind it.
Yeah, but do you have any acidity to it? Like, are you gonna burn through the zip tie? It's made of like hard plastic.
No, you just gotta burst through it with
To total control.
with sheer force. It's
Okay,
not
I see.
it's not acidic enough to melt the bonds, but you know, if you hit that with like a few mega newtons of force, anything's going down.
If you just drink enough orange juice and pineapple juice, you can come
Team
through
is
anything.
close to total
Doesn't
control.
that just make your cum taste better?
Tastes better and also more digestible and also able to
More
burn through walls.
digestible.
It apparently does contain protein, so you know.
Of course it contains
What do you
protein.
mean by more digestible?
It makes your stomach settle better.
Like, sorry, I got a little bit of heartburn. Shouldn't have swallowed all that cum earlier today.
Yeah, you should have.
Does anybody have some Pepto-Bismol? I ate some bad cum earlier.
I mean, there was that. I've talked about this before on the show, but I remember reading that AMA years ago of that dude who used to bottle up cum and make it into syrup for the guy, that old rich guy, who thought it made him like healthy. They thought it would make him live longer. So
It'll make him immortal eventually. You just gotta stick
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, that is like extremely weird.
he would just jar up semen and put it on his pancakes.
I mean, people take like rooster feet and put them in pickle jars. I don't think that that's that much weirder.
It's actually so much weirder. It is so many millions of times weirder.
Millions of gallons of cow milk
Yes,
and sell it all across the world.
right. You're not wrong
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
not cum though.
That does not come.
There's a freaking bull semen trade for farmers. There's like a magazine where you can order the bull semen.
Yeah, but nobody's putting it in their coffee. They're using the bull
Yeah,
semen to make more
Steve
cows.
O might be. Steve
Yeah.
O might be.
What do you call? Wait. Can you say his name one more time?
Steve O.
Steve O?
Steve O might be. Steve O might be.
Steve O.
Steve O. That's my O face. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm not
I
about
would
it.
How was
really wanna
Monday's
be,
NLSS? Anybody have any stories from that they could tell me? 'Cause I wasn't here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Monday's
what's that?
Monday's show?
Yeah, I want to know how it was.
I think it was pretty good.
That was terrible. I
Was
hated it.
Josh there?
Josh was there.
Did you play Hitman?
We played Hitman, and we both died on both of our roulette attempts. And then we played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds with Malf and Austin, which is pretty good. But Austin got bloodlust and immediately ran me over, and then used his car to run over like 6 more people in the field. And Malf didn't come save me because he was too busy looting fingerless gloves. He's like, "Oh, I'll be there in a minute. Sorry, I'll try not to
I know
die
the
here."
feeling.
Yeah.
I'm that way on Amazon every day. Chow, do you have his favorite moment from Monday's NLSS? I want to hear it in your own words.
It was definitely like when I left to see what Kate was playing, and then everybody
Yeah.
went, "Hey, Kate," and then
They're
started.
doing that right now.
Yeah,
There was a
exactly.
there was a whole song this time actually.
Oh, I have not seen that yet.
That feels like another song that I can't quite put my finger on.
Don't
Yeah, it
let
is,
me
actually.
down. That
Yeah,
was a
maybe that's what it is.
really botched Hey Jude.